Hello my friends and happy Feral Monday. I thought that we could do one eye, one color, the other eye, another color. I'm still going to start with a white eyeshadow base from about here to my brow bone. But I also want to do two different blush colors as well. Maybe a blush ombre. Got some fun ideas coming up. I bought this to inspire me, and these are a very similar texture to the base that I have here. So I thought that these were going to be really, really fun. So I'm going to start, yeah, that's a nice intense pigment. I'm just going to go ahead and start my crease color as well. This kind of just gets everything on track to be extra pigmented. And this, what color would this be? I do this every day. I guess more of an aquamarine, but I know there's going to be teals, there's going to be turquoise, there's going to be a lot of colors. That's why I didn't want to just label it one color. And we're doing two different color eyes, so I'm gonna do a pink transition on this side. And then we're almost to our palette. The palette is delightful, so put on your makeup seatbelt. Is this not one of the most beautiful things you've ever seen in your entire makeup life? It certainly is for me. So I'm gonna do this color. We'll start with this one, and I'm just gonna start with an E28 and start to press that on top. I'm not really going to worry about the crease just yet. I definitely want to do a cut crease. I'm in a cut crease mood today, my friends. So I'm just going to pack this color on. Ooh, that is smooth. Then we'll grab the pink. And I am using the same brush. I'm just wiping the brush off on 𝗕𝗓𝗓. I also have a white eyeshadow, just a classic white eyeshadow, and I'm just setting the brow bone. And I'm just going to keep wiping my brush off and building up our pink crease. And I feel like this is a really easy pattern to follow because I'm going lightest and just kind of going down to the darkest. And then of course that shimmer. It'll be somewhere on my lid. So I'm going to just pick this up on one side of our E28 and then just push it into the socket. And this is our second darkest shade, so that one can creep up a little bit higher, and then the darkest shade is going to go into the deepest part of the socket. Now the pink side, same thing. Ooh, this is fun, my friends. Press the darkest shade of the teal into the deepest part of the socket. Bring it out just a little bit. And then I'm just gonna wipe my brush off. 𝗕𝗓𝗓. And then we'll go into the darkest shade of the pink and do that same exact technique. So I thought it'd be fun to do one eye just as a half cut crease, and I'm just using my micellar water just to do a nice little carve. We'll stop it about right there. So I know that y'all have definitely seen me carve before, but I wanted to show you something that I sometimes do. Let me get that just a little bit more even. Sometimes when you use a white base, it can just kind of brighten up where you're wanting it to be darker. So I take an E26 and that dark shade. And remember, I can blend downward because I can carve there again. But I'm just gonna make sure that this area here is nice and dark. Sorry, I gotta look away. I'm trying to grab the right shade. There's so many shades. Whee. All right, friends, I added just a whisper of black. Sometimes with these more jewel tones, they are a little bit more difficult to blend. So if you have a patch and you take a very small brush, tiny little E26, and you just push a little bit of black into that patch, it kind of fills in the gap, and then I'll cover it back up with the shade that we had initially. Black is a great gap filler if you use a small brush. Now let's finish our carve. Much better. Whee. Now we're going to grab this shade, put this back on our lid space. I think I want to do half of the lid matte, and then I want to put the sparkly on the outer part of the eye. But I will go ahead and just use this all over my lid. So we're gonna mix this, oh Lord, and this. And that's gonna be the front part of our lid space. I might actually just wanna brighten it with some white too. Fun. Doug's tap dancing for us. We're gonna grab this sparkle. Gotta have some sparkle, my friends. And we'll just apply this on the outer part of our lid. And then I mixed this really light lavender with a little bit of the pink that we started with, and then that will be my base color here. And then we'll come back and really darken up this outer part. Then we'll put this pink towards the front of the eye. I think that would be fun. It's really pretty. There's quite a bit of purple in it. This is really, I'm having a blast. I went over with a little bit of the dark brown, but here's that patchiness that can happen. So I'm gonna fill that in with a little bit of black. I want you to see this. Okay, I'm gonna go in here. Tiny little pressing motions. Then to kind of take it back towards our pink, I'll just grab this shade again, the darkest one, and then just tap that on top. So I want to round this eye out more as opposed to all the angles we've got going on here, and all I did was just clean up underneath there. So I'm just going to take a brown liner before this sets. Remember, we can still tidy later. We don't have to bring concealer all the way up here, but I'm just going to start to blend this downwards a little bit and melt it into a more rounded shape. Foundation I'm going to use is a secret anyway, so that's why we're just going to focus mostly on eyes this week. But look at this difference when I just come at an angle. Isn't that cool? Look at that difference. And this is me having a hair. I'm taking that base, this one right here, and I'm going to put that on half of my waterline. Connect it there. So I did double wear. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to use a tried and true foundation. Look at how off it is. Why is it off? I know it. I love it. It's the color, it's the intensity in the color of the eyeshadow. So I'm going to go film a video about color theory. But I am putting on my Lily lashes in Starcatcher. But before I film that, I love to take a fluffy brush. Okay, that might even be a little bit too much foundation. Just wipe a little bit off. And I take that foundation and just melt edges. I feel like this is the best way to get shadow to blend into your skin tone, because essentially you're melting your skin tone and undertone into it. And it's just one of my favorite things to do to the outer parts. So I thought you might want to watch that. It's really fun. A nice melty. This reminds me of the alien on Fifth Element. I love it. Now look at this sassy little number. I thought we could do, I'm getting ideas. I feel like I need a yellow. I might have to grab an eyeshadow. I want to start with this shade. And I'm just applying this on top of wet foundation and concealer. Delightful. And then let me see if I can work it into this shade underneath. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Kind of a little sunset situation. I found a yellow blush, a more golden one over here, so I'm just gonna add it underneath. Remember, it's Feral Monday. And then let's take the same yellow And we'll apply it closer under here. Then I'm going to build up the purple underneath that. And then, oh, this is so cool. I think we'll round it with that orange shade. Let's look, y'all. Where should we go? Ooh, she got a hair. Let's do that one underneath it. I am a Barbie doll. So I did bronze a little bit with my YSL bronzer, but let's go ahead and use our C44 now to also set. It really did that detail blush layering really, really nicely. Ooh. Even that blush placement, it just makes the face look so different. Isn't that so fun? Remember the mixture that we carved the lid with? I'm just going to use some of that in the center. I'm having a blast, y'all. Alrighty, and then I want to top it with this. Isn't that pretty? Posh Beauty. What shade is this? Princess. Yep, that's what I envisioned. All right, my friends, this is our finished look. Which eye look do you like best? Do you like the pink, or do you like the, I'm just gonna call it aqua. I can't decide, I like both. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching the longer tutorial, and thank you for just allowing me to use my face as a canvas. I love you. I love you with all of my heart. Until the next video, bye for now.